I don't think it'd be as bad as like Elmo Rule 34 or something.
Now I can't show this to my church either.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
show any of these LPs to my church.
He's gone.
Well, this is unfortunate.
He either moves really fast or we just blacked out there.
Or this happened.
He shrunk himself down and went through the sewer. Oh. What? 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 Why was he just sitting in... Oh, that is a very creepy face in that stone.
He was giving you a hint of how to find the moiety.
Was he?
Yeah, because he disappeared, so he knew he'd investigate the cell and find that hidden door.
I don't know. We could have just been a really stupid person who thought he ran away really fast.
So me when I was 6?
Or me if I'm trying to play adventure games now. I wouldn't have known to mess with the sewer. Are you kidding? Like, okay.
Well, you're supposed to be like, where'd he go? And then you would like look around to see, oh, I can lift this.
I am not going to say 100% that I would have put that together.
Oh dear.
I may have eventually managed to figure out, but I think that might be something I would have had to look up.
Okay, so do you remember all those eyes I mentioned? Like way back at the beginning?
Yep.
So you have to put them in order of what was written on the eyes.
What?
So one was the fish. You saw that fish on the camera in the water?
Yeah.
And then 2 was the beetle. There's the beetle in the basin.
Wait, how are we supposed to know what order they're in?
Every eye had a number written on it.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
And then, shoot, it was this frog.
Are you sure that's a frog? Looked kind of like a
Oh.
helicopter without any rotor blades.
And then the duck things on the platypus things on the rock, and finally the wark.
And then the door opens. Yes.
Well, and then suddenly there's immense heat at the end.
Oh. What? What? Wait, what?
The water drains to the other side.
Huh. Okay. Cool effect. Though I'm not sure the water would have just faded away like that.
Well, it flowed down the channels. Like, it's now all behind us.
I like
And
how
then-
the stone still kind of shines like it's wet.
Wet. Yeah. Now, remember how I said Catherine was like one of the most creative? She's the most creative person in the series. She came up with this method of making a linking book.
Which is...
It's a special tile that once you put it on an unpowered book that's written incorrectly, it'll focus it and allow you to fall in.
And of course...
Now, if you looked at the box art for Riven, this would look very familiar.
Yeah. And of course, that makes her evil in
God.
Gen's eyes.
He doesn't
Because-
know they have this. He would kill for this tech.
Oh.
He spent
okay.
years trying to like make the domes work.
Yeah, so this is the iconic location that they put as kind of like the promotional thing.
Yeah. And that's it. There's just a book. Well, that was disappointing.
Oh. Well.
Ow!
Oh. What? Hey! Come on! Oh, so sleepy. Well, we're hosed.
I was clinging to my dad's arm the whole time this was happening.
Yeah, we're hosed. We died. We did. Good game, everybody.
I said
Time
the main events weren't full of violence.
time for the next game. You poisoned me. I don't know what you're saying. On top of not knowing your language, you shot me full of drugs.
Well, at least you can get rid of them by sleeping.
Well, I mean, after enough time, surely it would have worn out of your system naturally. Restful sleep. Drug-induced. Well, we're being brought to the weird tree orb thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're awake.
And suddenly awake. Well, I wonder what we should do now. Could it possibly be exploring again?
Well, there's not too much to explore. We're in a room.
So
there's an empty bowl.
So we're gonna pull a... Oh. Wow.
There's where we started.
So we're gonna pull a mandala and try to escape from this room now.
First thing, I'll lay down again.
So restful.
And then, so that's what the Tay Rebel Age looks like.
That is pretty.
Unfortunately, we don't get to actually...
Well, no, of course.
Explore it.
So we jump out the window.
More like once you're out of the door, then come back here.
Oh. Okay. Hi. Are you gonna shoot me full of drugs again? I still don't know what you're saying.
She says, "Read it and wait."
All right, so
like they don't understand this journal that Catherine kept, so they're just giving it to us because they assume we can read it.
So
because we can.
Catherine is one of them, right?
Yes.
Why does she speak perfect English with no accent?
Because she learned from Atris.
Why does she have no accent?
Because actress is really good at English.
Or because they just didn't think about that when they were coming up with a society that had a different language.
Well, Dunny does have its own language, but oh well.
Yeah. Alright, so what's this journal say?
Anyways, so she heard about you coming and assumed that you're from Atris, so she's trusting you with all her information she's gathered.
Okay. And is that what this is?
Yes. This is the longest journal of the game and possibly of the entire series.
Oh no. What relevant information does it have that's useful to us?
It talks about what she's doing, why she came back, because it's her people. And she talks about how the moiety have grown and are resisting again, and she helped them find that thing that lets them link to this place, which is now the new home where she wants to move all of her people.
Uh-huh.
And she also does some spying on Gen, figures out what's going on, finds out with horror that he's found a way to link to right worlds in a way that works.
What makes them fall apart?
Well, no, he's always written ones that fall apart, but he can now... He's no longer trapped.
Oh, really?
He can now write a book and link away. We were on that age.
Okay,
the mushroom rocks.
Yeah.
So it's like a kind of arms race. Here's the important. See that? It's 3, 4, 1, 5, 5.
Uh-huh.
That's the code to open the hatch at the bottom of that thing at the very, very beginning of the game. It was a telescope used to look down into the star fissure, used by Gen to study it, but he has no idea what it is. You can open the hatch to look into it by entering that, and that'll be very important.
I think I actually don't remember that.
You'll see it.
It might.
At the end.
It might spark a memory when we see it again. But yeah.
Yeah. A door is open and Gen is free. This is where she found out that he can now escape to, like, he can write other worlds and get to them.
Why is this journal sideways?
Because this is how she writes. Like, when she also knows how to write books, but she's like, Atris is like all science and like figuring out how it works, and she's all about what she wants it to be, and she just makes it work because she's just that good.
Right.
So like in the book, like in the book of Atris, like it writes that she wrote this age is literally a big rock floating in space with like a massive geyser on one side that like makes a small rain ecosystem, and it all rains down on the other side, powering the geyser.
So,
yeah, that's the kind of person she is.
So are there like an infinite number of worlds in this kind of universe?
Yeah, this game assumes the universe is infinite and everything exists as long as it's physically possible.
Oh, welcome back. Oh, you have another book for us? Okay. Thanks.
You can hear her say Katran.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katerin. She's... Katran is Catherine's name in the Rivenese language.
Yeah.
So she's just saying, please help, Catherine.
Again.
Because they didn't know what to do with the book, the linking book that they had, so they didn't use it.
Again, like,
so
Catherine should totally have an accent or something. I don't know.
She's been separated from the Rivenese for like 20 years. Still, yeah, so Catherine... Yeah, they didn't use the book, which is smart, because now we have the book, the trap book, so now we can get a bad ending at any time just by using it wherever we are.
So does this lead into the end of the game, then?
It does, yes.
Alright.
Because we have one thing up on Gen, is that he doesn't realize that the book, like the book to Kavir Island, the Dunny book, is not real. He doesn't realize it's a trap. So, if we make it look like we believe him, he should easily jump into the book and everything will be fine, right?
So are we actually going to just give it to him?
Yeah. We're going to believe his story, quotation marks.
Okay. Now, so is there any way for us to know that it's a trap book before we, like, use it ourselves?
Well, it was the very first thing Atris said to us.
Was it?
He gave us this book at the beginning of the game, dude. Like, before we came to Riven, he gave us the trap book and then his journal.
Oh. Right, and then they stole it from us. Right.
Yeah, Cho stole it, and then he was tranquilized, and the moiety got it.
Why? Okay, why didn't they give us the book back?
They did.
At the beginning of the game.
They didn't know who we were. They only gave it to us now because they told Catherine about the strange new arrival, and she was like, oh, trust him.
Oh, so were they, like, assuming that we might have been affiliated with Gen?
Yeah, they didn't know what to think, so they just, that's why they let us out, but then ran off.
Right.
With the book.
Okay.
And then they told Catherine, and it was about the book, and she was like, oh, trust him, so that's why they gave it back to us.
Okay.
Or trust her, I guess. Like, even in the supplementary books, we're only known as the mysterious stranger. We don't even have a gender. So, we could be a girl, I guess.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. That's how you do equality in writing protagonists, right?
Just give them absolutely no traits whatsoever.
So we're going back to Gen, and since this is not actually the end of the game yet, spoiler alert, I'm assuming something is going to go wrong.
Uh, Not really, actually. It's just that, once Gen's trapped, that's not the end of the game. We still have to free Catherine and signal Atris.
Okay. So this is like our final boss fight coming up.
This is the final boss fight, yeah. I failed it, by the way.
How?
So I'm lucky. I didn't realize that this is actually in the middle of a cutscene when I saved.
Oh.
So that scares me.
Oh dear.
Well done.
That!
I was greatly relieved when I received word that you had recovered the book.
That's how you got stuck in
Jeez.
Beneath the Steel Sky.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like how we're just passive objects in this game.
Well, I don't argue with the guy who has a terrifying dart gun of doom.
Yes, those blank pages are certainly quite intriguing.
Well, there's theoretically have written on them because the way it works is they just write it like they're describing a world. If you do it on a special ink with special ink on special paper in a special method in a special language, then you can fall into it.
Sure, but we can clearly see that all those pages are blank.
Shush. Yes, touch it, Gen. Touch it.
Boop. So indecisive.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Oh. Sneaky.
Now the thing is, it's a one. Yeah, it's all supposed to be black right now. This is all supposed to be like it's a one-man prison, right?
Uh-huh.
So if he comes in after us, we're gonna get displaced.
So, did the recording screw up or did the game screw up?
The game.
So is he actually going to follow us?
Yeah, we went in, so clearly it's safe.
And then do we get teleported back out or
Exactly.
all right. Oh,